Alright, picture this. You're working away, files flying, and then, bam! That dreaded moment when you realize you just deleted something important. Don't freak out just yet. Most of the time, those files aren't gone, just misplaced. Kinda like when your phone slips between the couch cushions, but digital. In this video, we're gonna walk through finding those lost files step by step on Windows, Mac, even your phone. Stick around, hit subscribe, and let's get your data back. Okay, so you've just realized a file is MIA. Rule number 1, don't touch anything. Seriously, like freezing a crime scene, stop using your computer or phone. Every new file you create, every website you browse, it's all taking up space. And that space might be where your deleted file is still hanging out, just waiting to be overwritten. Now, let's do a quick check. On Windows, head straight for the recycle bin. On a Mac, it's the trash. See your file chilling there? Boom, problem solved. Just right-click and hit restore, easy peasy. Crisis averted. But what if it's not there? Don't worry, we've got options. We're gonna dive deeper. Think of this like those File Explorer apps, but we're going behind the scenes. Before we get into the fancy recovery tools, let's talk backups. If you're like me, you've probably heard this a million times, but trust me, this is where having a good backup strategy pays off. On Windows, there's this handy feature called File History. It's like a time machine for your files. If you have it turned on, and you should, you can browse through different versions of your files and folders and restore them with a click. No file history? No problem. Check out previous versions by right-clicking a folder and selecting Properties. You might get lucky and find your lost files there. Mac users, you've got Time Machine. If you've been backing up your Mac regularly, Time Machine is a lifesaver. Just open the Time Machine app, navigate to the folder where your file used to live, and scroll back in time to before you deleted it. It's seriously like magic. But what if you haven't been backing up? Don't worry, we're not giving up just yet. There are still a few tricks up our sleeve. Alright, time to bring in the big guns. Data recovery software. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. There are tons of options out there, some free, some paid, but they all basically do the same thing. Scan your drive for any trace of deleted files. For Windows, one of my go-tos is Recuva. It's free, easy to use, and it's saved my bacon a bunch of times. Another one I like is PhotoRec. It's a bit more technical, but it's super powerful, especially if you're dealing with formatted drives or really messed up file systems. Mac users, DiskDrill is a solid choice. It's got a free version that lets you recover up to 500 megabytes of data, which might be all you need. Plus, it's got a really slick interface that's easy to navigate. Now here's the important part. When you're using recovery software, install it on a different drive than the one you're trying to recover files from. You don't want to accidentally overwrite the very files you're trying to get back. Once you've got your software installed, just run a scan, cross your fingers, and hope for the best. If you're lucky, your files will pop up, and you can recover them with a click. Just remember to save them to a different drive this time. So far, we've been talking about recovering files from your computer's hard drive, but what if you deleted something from an external drive or even worse, your phone? Good news is that the same principles apply. If you deleted something from an external hard drive or a USB stick, just plug it in and treat it like you would any other drive. The recovery software we talked about earlier should be able to see it and scan it for lost files. Phones are a bit trickier, but there's still hope. If you're an Android user and you accidentally deleted a photo or video, the first place to check is Google Photos. Head to the Library tab and scroll down to Trash. If you find your missing media, you can easily restore it from there. iPhone users, check out the recently deleted folder in your Photos app. It works just like the recycle bin on your computer. Deleted photos and videos hang out there for 30 days before they're gone for good. Of course, if you're dealing with more serious data loss on your phone, like a whole bunch of contacts disappearing, you might need to call in the professionals or contact your phone's manufacturer support. We've covered a lot of ground, but here's the thing. The best way to recover deleted files is to not delete them in the first place. I know, easier said than done, right? But seriously, a little prevention goes a long way. First things first, backup, backup, backup. I can't stress this enough. Set up automatic backups with Time Machine on your Mac, File History on Windows, or use a cloud backup service like Backblaze, Google Drive, or iCloud. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Next, double check before you delete anything. It sounds obvious, but we've all been there, clicking delete without thinking twice. Take that extra second to make sure you're deleting the right file. Now, I know sometimes, no matter how careful you are, things happen. Maybe you've got a physically damaged hard drive, or you're dealing with data loss after a virus. In those cases, it's best to call in the professionals. Data recovery specialists have the tools and expertise to deal with even the most severe data loss situations. So, there you have it. Hopefully, you've been able to bring those lost files back from the digital abyss. Remember, act fast, those files don't last forever, especially if you're still using your device. Follow the steps in this video, and you'll be well on your way to a full recovery. Now, if you're dealing with a particularly tricky data recovery situation, or you just want to leave it to the experts, definitely check out PatMac Tech UK Limited. We're your one-stop shop for all things tech. From data recovery to repairs to general tech support, we'll get you sorted. If this video helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe for more tech tips and tricks, and share this video with a friend who might need to recover some files. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.